Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are
Good to see
you?
you. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm also good. Thank you.
Good. Well, it looks like we're right at the time to start the class. Have you
Sure.
presented before?
No, it's my first time.
First time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a presentation ready to go.
Yeah.
That we're right on schedule here. Let me make you a co-host so that you'll be able to share your screen.
Yeah, sure.
And I assume that you understand how Zoom works.
Yeah. No worries. I do.
So I guess the students will not be able to unmute themselves. So if you see them with their hand up and you want them to talk, you can hover over their little picture. It'll say ask to unmute.
Okay. Okay, fine. So they have the cameras on, right?
They will have their cameras on, but they won't be able to turn
Okay.
on their microphone.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Let me go ahead and set these
So
configurations.
is it are you allowing them to ask the questions between the session or at the end of the session?
That's up to you. How do you want them to do that?
Okay, that's fine. We can have an interactive section. No worries.
So during the session, if they have questions, they
Yeah,
can
sure.
ask.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, sure.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And your name is Priyanka Israni.
Yes, Priyanka Israni.
Here we go. They're coming
Yeah.
in. Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah,
There are people here from around the world.
Oh, okay.
Like I see someone here, Karen. She's actually, I think it's probably the middle of the night where she is. And then Mr. Lin Lin Y, I think it's the middle of the night where he is too. Because they're kind of, they're in the East Pacific area. Well, welcome everybody. I think we're going to get started with the live class today. We still have a couple of more students coming in. So the presenter today is going to be Priyanka Israni, talking about some computer science issues. And so if you have any questions during the presentation, you can ask them. You can write them into chat or raise your hand. And I think with that, so we'll try and keep it to 1 hour. Do you want to keep it to 1 hour?
Yeah, sure. If it extends for 10 to 15 minutes, that will be okay for question answering session.
Okay, so if you finish a little early, like in about 45 minutes, that leaves time for a lot of questions.
Okay, yeah. I will try to complete in 45 minutes. So 15 minutes will be question answering session.
Okay, perfect. I think go ahead. You can go ahead and set up your presentation and get started.
Yeah, sure. I will share my screen. I think it's visible now.
Yes, I can see it.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, just have a make sure. Okay, so hello everyone, hello students. So I am Priyanka Israni and I'm delivering a session today on Introduction to Computer Engineering. Actually, it's a very broad field. I will try to summarize everything in a 1 hour session. It is not possible to tell you everything, but I will try to complete all the things. At least I will cover the basic requirements that should be for an engineering student. After you pass the course, you should know these things, at least few of these things to get a job. So basically, you all are here to do the course, and you will be applying for the jobs. So these things will be required for you. So first thing, the agenda is, first we will understand what is the basics of computer fundamentals. Everyone know today what is computer, but what's data? What's information? What's actually, you understand what is data, but how you can differentiate between data and information. That's very important to understand, because every aspect of computer engineering starts with data today. Data is considered as a new fuel of 21st century. Actually, especially like in 2023, this year, there is abundance of data, but which has no meaning. Okay, so that is raw. So we as a computer engineers, we have to use that data to give the useful information to the world. Okay, so I will tell you how data is so important, why it is important, then what are algorithms, then what are data structures. These three are very important things when we are dealing with computers, because we are the future programmers, we are the future engineers. So being a programmer, you have to understand what is data, what is algorithm, how it works, and where you are storing your data. That is data structure. Okay, then what are the current and future trends in computer engineering? Then which programming languages and tools which are currently on top list and top 10 in 2023. Then I will also introduce you with the basic, like highest paying jobs for computer engineers. Then basic difference between, then after, when we will see the list of jobs which are highest paying today, basically the terms comes there, ML, that is machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, data science, statistics. So these terms will come into it. So I will just explore in detail, in just a brief, what all these terms means and how you can proceed your career in these fields. Then I will introduce briefly about artificial intelligence and machine learning and different types of machine learning, that is ML. So what is the basics of computer fundamentals? The basic computer fundamentals lies between data, information, algorithm, and data structure. So for a programmer, one has to understand the data first. So whatever data you have, that is a raw data to you. The raw data means it's like words, which has no meaning, like happy. Happy has, it's happy, but who is happy? It has no meaning. Like sad. Who is sad? There's nothing. These are words, happy, sad, anything, any words like this. Then graphs. Graph has a pictorial representation, but until and unless you combine more graphs and understand it, it is just a raw data to you. Then characters have no meaning. A, B, C, or even numbers, like any number has no meaning. So all this data is raw. This data is available to you in a form of Excel sheet, in form of CSV when you are going to process the data, or it can be available in form of JSON file or different forms of data in which the data scientists are processing the data. So data is a basic fundamental when we are dealing with computer programming. What data? Then what is information? Information is meaningful data. Sorry, I have written like meaningful information, but it's meaningful data or processed data, we can see. After processing the data, we get meaningful information. So if information, see, data and information are nearly similar, but there is just a slight difference between the two. Data is raw, which has no meaning, while information has meaning. Information gives you some insights about it. Okay, then there comes an algorithm or computer program. So what is an algorithm? Algorithm is a set of instructions. Like a teacher can provide an instructions to the student to perform some task. Like suppose you want to register to the course in AIU University, then you are given some set of instructions. Those set of instructions is an algorithm. We, as a computer programmer, as a computer engineer, we have to give set of instructions or steps to the computer to perform. And that is known as algorithm. So it is a set of instructions designed to carry out a certain task or operation in a computer. And computer program may need to save information, retrieve it, process it in order to accomplish this. So you want to perform any task, you have to store the data, you have to retrieve the data, you have to process the data, and to do this, to process the data, to retrieve the data, you require data structures, where you will store the data, how you will store the data. Okay, so Just understand, data is a raw, which has no meaning. Information is meaningful data or processed data, we can say. An algorithm is a set of instructions that we are going to give to a computer to perform a certain operation or task. So like, as it is well said by Peter Songerd, its information is an oil of the 21st century and analytics is a combustion engine. So it is considered as an oil. It is very useful. So if you are extracting information from a raw data, you are like a scientist, data scientist. What is the role of data scientist? They are extracting information, useful insights from the raw data. So that is the thing, like data plays very important role when we are dealing with algorithm, when we want to perform any task related to the computer, specifically to the software. Okay, so just a second. Yeah, so this is data structures. So what is data structure? Data structure is a specific location where you are trying to store or where you are trying to store your data in a arranged format. Okay, so there are different types of data structures. I have just given the 3 examples here. So one example is an array. So this is an array. So array is stored like a list, a linear list. So it is, they have a location, they have the indices, they have the elements. So like how to store there are different ways of storing a data in the computer. So one way is array, where the first location is 0th location, second location is a 1 location. So the indices of an array starts from 0. And the value inside an indice is known as element. So this is known as an 2 at index 0 is an element of an array. Okay, so the size of this array is 6. So starting from 0 to 5, and it has an elements 2, 4, 10, 5, 15, and 3. So you can store, see, it is not only compulsory that you are storing the data in a form of numbers. It can be in a form of characters. It can be in a form of words, anything. The data can be anything. So storing a data array is one of the data structure. Other data structure is stack. Stack is like a stack, by the name itself, it says it's a books, a stack of books. So if you want to remove the element, so you have to always remove it from the top. And you want to, if you want to add the element, you have to add the element from the top. So it is like last in, it's like last in, first out. Okay, so the element which is last in will be first out, because you have to always push the element from a top and pop the element from the top. This is one of the other data structure, stack. And other is queue. Queue is like you are standing in a bus queue, or for taking a ticket, you are standing in a queue. So how the first one will be front. So whenever you want to add a element, you have to add it from the last, because whenever you are standing in a queue, if you want an entry, you have to stand at the last. And if you want to come out from the queue, you have to come out from the front. Okay, so this follows first in, first out. Okay, so this is first element. This is the front, it is rare. So the elements will be entered from the last and will remove it from the starting point. While in case of stack, you have to remove it from the first and add it from the first. So I'm just explaining you these 3 data structures. There are many like linked list, tree, there are many others also. Okay, so this is just 3 I have explained. You can explore it in details because it's a complete chapter. It is it is a complete subject. Okay, so array is a complete 3 to 4 chapters. Stack is complete 3 to 4 chapters. So I just have to give you a brief thing what data structure is and how we are storing a data inside the computer. So inside the computer, you can store a data in these forms. They are stored at the locations having some address and the value, like we are seeing here in array. So they have a location as well as they have a value. Next is what are the recent and future trends in computer science? So the first, what the most everyone knows, that is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is playing a very wide role in every industry. So especially it is creating more revolution in healthcare. in computer vision field. Okay, so artificial intelligence is coming everywhere in healthcare, in e-commerce sites, in economy, everywhere artificial intelligence is playing a key role. So what is artificial intelligence? I will give you brief details in after 2 to 3 slides. The next is computer security. What is computer security? Computer security is dealing with security of internet as well. That is cyber security. Okay, so cyber security is today a very broad domain where if you are going to make your future, it is like you will get a highest paying job there. So cyber security is a very bright field today. Then there is robotic process automation. So everything is getting automated now. In industries, already the robots have already replaced the human beings where there were the risk factors. Even now, the robotic surgeries are performed by like robots perform the surgeries that is known as robotic surgeries. So they are replacing the healthcare person as well. Now, what is bioinformatics? Bioinformatics is dealing with DNA. So bioinformatics is like the field where you are analyzing the DNA to find the diseases, to find the cure of the diseases. Next is like robotic or robotic process automation. It's nearly same. And computer vision. Computer vision is about taking the images and identifying classifying the images, segmenting the images, then dealing with the images. Computer vision means by using computer programs, you are dealing with the you are processing the images to get the useful insights from it. Okay, and the last is IoT. IoT is a very big field. Everyone is aware. We are sitting here, just we're sitting here and we are saying that switch on the light, switch off the light. So that's all. Like Alexa is performing. That is all related with IoT, Internet of Things. So everything which is a non-living thing are connected with the internet and they operate and then perform. That is all IoT, Internet of Things. So now, like a few weeks ago, just Google CEO Sundar Pichai was talking about detecting the heart disease from retinal images. So this is the YouTube link, and I have also included a video. So just I will on it and you can check it out, like what Google CEO is talking about.
There's no sound, so I think before you share a video like that, there's a little button down on the left that you have to push that says share sound.
Okay, share sound. Just a minute.
So you might have to close this down and then re-upload it or reshare it.
So okay, I will. If I open it in YouTube, that will work.
I think you still have to click that button that says share sound.
Where it is that button? I am not able to see.
Go ahead and close down the share screen right now. Let me see. I'll go ahead and I'll stop it. Now go ahead and reshare. And as you're resharing, and you'll see a little button down to the left that says share sound.
Yeah. There is. Okay.
Now it'll work.
Okay. Okay.
Last year at Google I/O, we announced Google.
Is it fine now?
Last year at Google I/O, we announced Google AI. It's a collection of our teams and efforts to bring the benefits of AI to every.
Just there are few participants that are joining.
And we want this to work globally, so we are opening AI centers around the world. AI is going to impact many, many fields. And I want to give you a couple of examples today. Healthcare is one of the most important fields AI is going to transform. Last year, we announced our work on diabetic retinopathy, which is a leading cause of blindness, and we use deep learning to help doctors diagnose it earlier. And we've been running field trials since then at Aravind and Sankara hospitals in India, and the field trials are going really well. We are bringing expert diagnosis to places where trained doctors are scarce. It turned out, using the same retinal scans, there were things which humans quite didn't know to look for, but our AI systems offered more insights. Your same eye scan turns out holds information with which we can predict the 5-year risk of you having an adverse cardiovascular event, heart attack or strokes. So to me, the interesting thing is that, more than what doctors could find in these eye scans, the machine learning systems offered newer insights. This could be the basis for a new non-invasive way to detect cardiovascular risk. And we just published the research, and we are going to be working to bring this to field trials with our partners. Another area where AI can help is to actually help doctors predict medical events. Turns out doctors have a lot of difficult decisions to make, and for them, getting advance notice, say 24 to 48 hours before a patient is likely to get very sick, has a tremendous difference in the outcome. And so we have put our machine learning systems to work. We've been working with our partners using de-identified medical records. And it turns out if you go and analyze over 100,000 data points per patient, more than any single doctor could analyze, we can actually quantitatively predict the chance of readmission 24 to 48 hours before, earlier than traditional methods. It gives doctors more time to act. We are publishing our paper on this later today, and we are looking forward to partnering with hospitals and medical institutions.
Okay, so what we were talking about, future trends in computer science. So basically, AI is getting very famous in case of healthcare to help the doctors. So Google DeepMind researchers are working on it, and they are producing such results which can detect the heart disease or even predict the readmission of the patient in the hospital from the retinal scans. So that is what that field lies under computer vision and AI in healthcare. Okay, so this is one example. There are many other such applications which industry people are using it. Like one of the application which the industry is working on is IoT. In IoT now, in future, if you will pass by your refrigerator, okay, so your refrigerator will tell you there is 2 packets of milk, buy 2 more, because your daily usage is 4. So if your daily usage is 4, so you have 2 only. So your refrigerator is reminding you, will give you a speech, dear, buy 2 more milks. So this is what everything is connected. There will be a tray which is connected to the internet. It will detect there are only 2 milk left and 2 are missing. So the refrigerator will give you the message. So this is the technology which is coming in the future in the world where IoT is responsible for it. So there are many such applications. Just I have told you 2. One, I have just shown you the video to understand that it's a real life application which is going to be implemented by the top companies of the world, like Google. Even Meta is working on some such applications of computer vision. Okay, so this was about the recent and future trends. Basically today, machine learning, AI, deep learning is enhancing every field, not even in computers. It is enhancing in e-commerce sites. It is enhancing for recommendation systems. It is enhancing for recommending movies. It is enhancing for showing the advertisements, showing the videos. Like it's personalization search, personalization shopping. So it is like personalized whenever you have to offer the personalized things for your e-commerce sites or for some other applications. Machine learning plays a great role there, because it will take your your past data. It will predict your future from the past data that you were surfing. So this is a very big revolution in the field of computer vision and all. Okay,
Last year at Google I/O,
Okay. So next is what are the programming languages that you have to at least learn, which are currently top in 2023. See, this list changes every year because every year something new comes, something new will be there. So right now, as deep learning, machine learning is on the top list, AI is on the top list. Python is a top language that you have to learn. Python is a very big framework, we can say. There are many libraries in it. So it is not possible to learn everything in a year or in this course, but at least you should know few libraries of Python like scikit-learn, like pandas, working with Python and acquainting with just adding the data, processing something on the basic level. So Python is on the top. Then there is a JavaScript for full stack developing, like full stack developers. What is full stack developing? Full stack developing means you are handling everything, developing a software, developing a website, deploying it for the real-time use. So you have to handle the data, you have to handle the databases, you have to handle the content, you have to handle the designing of the web page. Everything can be done using JavaScript. Then Java is a very beautiful language, but it was on the top 5 to 6 years ago, but now as Python has reached, it performs, it is a bit complicated to learn. It is a bit difficult to learn than Python because Python is very optimized, very customized. So you can learn it very easily. You don't have to write much lines of code for a single task. But in case of Java, you have to write more lines of codes as compared to Python. Then HTML and CSS, which is for website developing, SQL for database. It is structured query language, which is for database. Then NoSQL is for big data, like Hadoop. It is not possible, like big data term has came into introduction when we are having more social media, because every day, like you can understand on YouTube, every day, millions and trillions of videos are being uploaded. So to upload those, it requires a memory to store. So we cannot store in the traditional databases like SQL, we have MS SQL or SQL like Access. So we cannot store those things in SQL. So we require a big data databases. That is, NoSQL plays a role there. So Hadoop, that is big data platform where you can store your large amount of data. Then C# is like developing the websites. R programming is basically for data analysis. To analyze the data, R programming plays very good role. Then Scala, Julia, these are again a part of programming languages. But basically today, like after you graduate, after you complete the course, you should know the Python at least, the basic few libraries of it. Then the tools which are on the top 10 today are Orange Tool, Veka tool are for data analysis. SPSS is a Microsoft. It is not freely available. It is not an open source. SPSS is of the Microsoft, and it is for statistical analysis and specially used by the economic people. It is not used by the like machine learning engineers. Generally, machine learning engineers use Python or Orange tool, Veka tool. Then again for business intelligence, BI, that is business intelligence, where you are analyzing the data to get insights about your business, to grow your business from the data. There comes Power BI tool is very famous there. It's a Microsoft Power BI tool for analyzing the data and getting the useful insights from the data to grow the business, to enhance your business. Actually, it's for the business intelligence. Tableau is again for the business intelligence. Okay, so this was all about programming languages and the tools that were in top 10. Next is, what are the highest paying jobs in all over the world? So the first is AI research scientist. AI research scientists, like handling ML, like machine learning, deep learning, AI, all are under one umbrella. Like AI is a big subdomain. AI is the super domain. Machine learning, deep learning, transfer learning, reinforcement learning, these are the subdomains of AI. So ML research scientist or AI research scientist is the top most highest paying job today. Next is a data scientist, analyzing the data and acquiring the useful insights from the data. That is the role of data scientist. Then there is machine learning engineer, developing the models. Like suppose, like in case of we have seen the video of Google, where they were talking about detecting the heart disease from the retinal scans. So you have to develop the algorithm for it. You have to develop the model for it. So whenever you are dealing with images, you have to deal with deep learning. Okay, so in that case, you have to develop the algorithm. That is done by the machine learning and deep learning engineers. Then blockchain developer. You might be knowing about blockchain because Bitcoins, cryptocurrencies have come there. So to store and secure the cryptocurrencies, blockchain plays a huge role in it. So blockchain developer is also a very big domain, and quite a lot of research is being done, but still there is a lack in there are a lot of gaps. So there is like a future of blockchain will be very good. Cybersecurity engineer, providing the cybersecurity solutions, because everyone is using internet. There are a lot of frauds happening, scams happening on internet, especially during transactions for banking, financials purpose. So finance companies are hiring cybersecurity engineers, and it's the highest paying job all over the world. Then cloud solutions, definitely we don't have a lot of memory. So we are lacking in memory. So we have to use clouds for storing our data, for processing our data, even for deep learning. I don't have, my computer is not of like, even if I have 7-core generation, even I have the top latest generation, I need the GPUs of Titan X A100. So I can't I don't have those. So I have to use the GPUs for it from the cloud. So I have to purchase, like it is like a software as a service. I'm taking a GPU on rent from different companies like Google Colab. Google Colab is one of the company. Google company also provides the GPUs through Google Colab. So in Google Colab, you can execute your Python notebooks, Python language notebooks or R language notebooks, where you are performing the large processing data. Like if I'm working on images, it is almost, I'm having 7 GBs of data. I have to train that 7 GBs for around 80 times. So training those for 80 times, it requires a lot of memory because you have to process your data at once. So for that, we require cloud solutions, which is provided by many companies. AWS also provided, Google also provided. So there are many companies which are providing the cloud solutions. And full stack developer, I have already told you that full stack developing is about developing a website, deploying it, and giving a full website as a real-time application. Okay, so full stack developer jobs are also highest paying jobs, but not as compared to cybersecurity, blockchain and all, because these all are the research jobs. While full stack developers comes in the web development. Then DevOps and MLOps. Yeah, DevOps, development operations, which is very famous to deploy. That is specifically for deploying the algorithms. Whatever heavy algorithms you are developing, that should be deployed in the real time and will be and should be properly used by the people which are paying for it. So DevOps, MLOps, it's for development operations. Then big data analyst, dealing with the big data. Big data means like trillions and millions of data together. You are dealing together with such a huge data and processing it, so which requires memory. So there are different platforms for big data, like Hadoop is one of that. So this is also very highest paying jobs. So other like jobs which are from last 2 to 3 decades, web development, which is required from last 30 years. So it's not a big deal. And mobile development is also there. Then software tester is a compulsory requirement for every company, but they are not as highest paying jobs as the above ones, because these are the research topics right now. It is not a big development, has not happened in case of AI, ML. So the most future will be for AI engineers, ML researchers, data scientists, cybersecurity engineers, and all. So this was just about the if you want to explore in any one of the fields, so like you can explore any of the field and you can learn. So now just this is about like everything when I'm dealing with machine learning, data science, data scientist, data analysis. So I have to deal with mathematics. I have to deal with mathematics. Okay, so mathematics is all about statistics. Okay, so statistical information or statistical analysis is also a part of data analysis. So just I'm giving you the brief description like how this 4 terms are different from each other. So you can see this diagram. So like maths and statistics play a huge role in case of data science. Data scientists are working on mathematics only. They are using mathematical formulations to extract the useful information from the data. So that's the role of data scientist. So this is the curve which is dealing with statistics, yellow. This is the data science, it's dealing with maths and statistics. Then here comes inside the data science, there is artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence and data science have some part in common, which is dealing with statistics and mathematics. Inside, like, as I told you, artificial intelligence is a super domain. They have subdomains as machine learning, deep learning. So machine learning is training the machine on the previous data. The machine means computers. We are training our computers by using algorithms from the previous data and getting the insights about the future, like house price prediction. Okay, so I am giving the data of last 10 years of house price prediction in US. So they will train, the algorithm will train that data. Then when I will ask what will be the price of this house after 10 years, they will say it will be suppose something giving any value, 5,000 USD or whatever. Okay, so that is the predicted value. Okay, so machine learning algorithms are like training on the past historical data and getting the insights about the future. Then there will be a deep learning. Deep learning and machine learning, there is a very slight difference between the two. In machine learning, generally, we are dealing with structured data. Structured data means the data which is in the form of Excel file, which is having columns and rows. Okay, that when we are dealing with such data which is in a structured format, in the table format, we are saying it's a machine learning. While when we are dealing with unstructured data, what is unstructured data? Images. Image is also a data, but it is not in the form of the table. It is not in the form of rows and columns. It is having some information, but it is unstructured data. It is not in a structured format. Again, text, like whatever I have written here, the definition of statistics, what I have written here, this is a textual information. This text, if I'm giving this sentence, if I'm giving to the machine deep learning algorithm, it is unstructured data. Okay, so if I am dealing with unstructured data like images, text, so here there comes a role of deep learning, because machine learning algorithms aren't like they have to convert this image and text into structured data first and then apply the algorithms. So for that, there are specific algorithms that are there in machine learning, which is known as feature extraction algorithms, for feature extraction. That is some different part. Okay, so whenever we are, just you have to understand, whenever we are dealing with images and text, which is an unstructured data, we are using deep learning. And whenever we are dealing with structured data, which is in the form of tables and a table having rows and columns, that is machine learning. Okay, so now how machine learning and data science are different, because we have two different roles, machine learning engineer and data scientist. So what is the role of data scientist? So the role of data scientist is the data cleaning, pre-processing, and analyzing the raw data to get the useful insights. Simply, what the data scientists do, they take the data, they take the raw data and convert it into the information that is useful, meaningful information. Okay, so while what is a machine learning? Machine learning is a branch of AI that is used by data scientists to enable the machines to learn automatically from the past data. Okay, so data scientist is only working on the data. They are not concerned about getting the predictions for the future. But machine learning is for training your machine, your computer on the past data and getting the insights for the future. That is machine learning. Okay. So there are various types of machine learning. Just I want to explore the very basic types, which is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised, and reinforcement. So I will explain you with a diagram so it will be better to understand. So this is an example of supervised learning, supervised machine learning. How supervised machine learning works? Like what we are doing now, right now. Here I am explaining you by using the slides. Okay, so this is known as supervised. I am supervising you. So what type of learning you are performing right now? It is supervised learning. Okay, I am explaining you. You are listening to me. You are gathering the information. I am also giving you questions like, what is supervised learning? And also I am giving you the answer. Supervised learning means there is a teacher sitting with you, explaining you the things, and you are taking the information. So that is known as supervised learning. I am a supervisor. I am teaching you. I am giving you the instructions. So that is supervised learning, where I am also giving you questions and answers. Okay, like let's move to this. This is a real-time example. Now let's move to this example, how machines are trained. So in case of supervised learning, you have a label data. Label data means you will have a question and answer. There will be a pair, question as well as answer. So see, how is label data? So here there are shapes given. There is a hexagon, there is a rectangle, there is a triangle. Okay, so when I am providing this data to the model, to the machine learning algorithm, model means it is a machine learning algorithm. So this circle represents the machine learning algorithm. This is my data. Okay, so my data is in the form of shapes. But if I am providing this data only to the machine learning algorithm and not providing these labels, I'm not providing these labels. This is not known as machine learning. Okay, when we call it as it is not known as supervised learning. Okay, so when we call it as supervised learning, we are providing the data as well as labels to it. Now, this shape having 6 sides is known as hexagon. We are teaching this machine. We are teaching this machine that the shape having 6 sides is hexagon. Having 3 sides is triangle. Having 4 sides is square. So we are teaching that this is the type of shapes and what this shape is called. So we are giving the question, what is this shape? And the answer also. This is hexagon, this is triangle, this is square. So this is known as supervised. Okay, so where you are giving label data as well as labels and to the machine learning algorithm. Okay, now suppose in the prediction, this is model training. I have provided you the training. Now I will take your test. Okay, so I will ask you, what is supervised learning? And you will answer me. So that is a test. Training means I am instructing you. Right now we are performing training. And when there will be question answer session, so you are testing me. You will be testing me at that moment because you are asking me the questions. Suppose I am taking your test. So I will take your test. I will ask you the questions. You will answer. So that is test data. So in case of test data, there will be only questions, no answers. So the training data will contain both answers as well as questions. Like these are the questions. What shapes are these? And this is the answer. 6 side is hexagon, 3 side is triangle, 4 side is square. But what about prediction? In case of prediction, there will be only questions. What shape is this? What shape is this? And the algorithm, the computer will provide the answer. This is square and this is triangle. So if it provides you the correct answers, it means that your model is correctly trained. Okay. So when your model will be correctly trained, when your computer will provide you correct answers for your test data. Okay. So this is like we are performing the supervised learning here. I am training you with some supervised learning. I'm explaining you supervised learning. And if I'm taking your exam and I'm asking you the questions, what is supervised learning? And you are giving me the correct answer, I can say you are properly trained. So similarly, in this manner, this is known as supervised learning, where we are providing the questions as well as answers. Actually, we don't call questions and answers. In case of machine learning terms, we call it label data. Data along with labels. Okay. So this was about supervised learning. Now, what is unsupervised learning? In case of unsupervised learning, you are not providing these labels. Only you are providing the shapes to the model training. Okay, so you will be only providing these shapes to the model in the training phase. Yes, this means that unsupervised means I will provide you the slide. I will not explain you the slides. I will just provide you the data. I will provide you the slides. You learn it by yourself. And then I will test you. Okay, that is unsupervised. Okay, unsupervised learning means I am providing you these slides, but I'm not explaining you. Okay, so what will happen there? You will learn it by yourself. You can learn it by yourself, by your insights, or using the data which I have provided you. So that is unsupervised learning. Okay, so just I will not go more details into it because just I have to give you the bit introduction about this. And next is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning works like a life situation. Like what happens in our life? It's work like this. Agent is us. We are on the place of agent. Environment is a life. Okay, so if we will take the correct decisions, we will be successful. If we will take the wrong decisions, we will be unsuccessful. We will be punished for it. So this is like a life or playing a game, playing a chess. Okay, so if your decision is correct, you will be given a reward. If your decision is wrong, you will be punished. Okay, so playing game or life situations is known as reinforcement learning. So in reinforcement learning, there is an agent, there is an environment. So the agent will take the decisions. The agent will take the decisions. Okay, so if the agent is taking a right decision, the agent will be given a reward. Okay, like playing a chess game, as I told you. If you are taking a right decision, you will move further in the game and you will be successful there. And if you are taking any wrong decision, you will get punished. Okay, so your one player will be out. It will be out of the game. Okay, so this is like the game. So mostly reinforcement learning is used in games. Like you might be knowing about AlphaGo. The AlphaGo game, like the famous player of AlphaGo has the computer program of reinforcement learning has has been the winner in case of the AlphaGo game. So in case of reinforcement learning, it's like playing the games. So mostly all the game development that happens with reinforcement learning. Nowadays, reinforcement learning is also used for making the portfolio management in case of stock markets, while dealing with cryptocurrencies. So in stock market analysis, reinforcement learning is playing a great role. Okay, so just I will explain you again with these. So as I told you, supervised learning, we have label data in the pair, like X is my questions and Y is my answers. So it is a predictive model. It will predict the data. You will train the data and it will give you the prediction. So there will be direct feedback. Direct feedback means you are testing your data, okay, and it will give you the answer. So you can understand whether your model is being trained or not. So here comes two different types of algorithms in case of supervised learning: classification and regression. Classification is the classification task is when your label is categorical. Like the example that I have shown you of shapes, the label was categorical. Categorical means there were only three labels: hexagon, triangle, and other one was rectangle. Okay, so there were categories. Like suppose I want to perform the task for house price prediction. So in the house price prediction, the price is a numerical value. It is not categorical. Okay. So when there is a numerical value, when your labels are numerical value, it is a task of regression. So like house price prediction, stock price prediction, all price prediction will come under regression task. While in case of classification, like shape classification, color identification, or classification of we can say animals in the images, that comes under classification task, where there are categories. There it is having categories means it is having discrete value. Y is having discrete value, finite value. Okay, while in case of regression, your Y is not having finite value. It is a numerical value. Okay. Then unsupervised is descriptive model. It is not predictive model. It is descriptive model because you cannot predict it, because you are not giving the supervised information. It is unsupervised. There will be no labels. No answers will be given, only questions will be given. It will find the structures in data. It will find the hidden structures in the data. It will learn from the shape. Like it will do the grouping. It will do the grouping of all hexagon into one group, all rectangles into another group, all circles in another group, and it will form the groups, and it will say that this type of data is similar. It will not give the name to it, but it will say that this type of data is similar. So that's why it is finding the hidden structures in the data. And semi-supervised learning, it is like some data is labeled and some data is not labeled. In that case, like it's a combination of two, supervised and unsupervised. It is semi-supervised. And as I told you, reinforcement learning, it's a decision process. It is having a reward system, and it learns from the actions. If you will perform the action, based on the action, you will be given the reward or punishment, and it learns. If it gets punishment for that action, it will not perform it. If it gets reward for that action, it will again perform it to get a more reward. Okay, so this was about all different types of machine learning. Okay, and last, but this is one of my delivered lecture in Analytics Vidya. It is about importance of statistics in data science and machine learning. If you want to go through it, I have also provided the link. I think the professors will send you the link, my presentation. So you can go through this link and just watch this video if you find it interesting. So like it's for just, I had given you the link, which is delivered for statistics and machine learning. Okay, thank you. So I have delivered the things what I have. If you have any questions, let me know.
Yes, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand or put the questions into chat.
It's better if you put the questions in chat, so it will be good. Yeah, there is a chat section. Okay, yeah, I have chat section with me. Just I will check it. Good afternoon. There are no questions, just they are introducing themselves.
I see a hand raised from Victor Agene.
Okay, yeah. Ask. I can't unmute. I can't unmute him.
No, we can only ask to unmute. There.
Okay, yeah, I've not unmuted. Good afternoon to our center and Dr. Lambert. In fact, you wonderful information and things that will help us a lot. In fact, this afternoon, this one is just by the way. I really enjoyed the lecture, and I had a problem on my internet, so I couldn't follow throughout. But what I've heard, in fact, I've learned a lot. I wanted to find out, but it seems you have put up the link. After this lecture, how do we get here to for us a follow-up? If there's any problem that we want to find out from her, how do we get here? But it seems you have put up the link. But if there's any other, in fact, I joined and then my internet had a problem. So I came and at the latter end. So I don't know if some information like that has been given.
Actually, I didn't understand your question. What, like, there was an issue with your internet, so you haven't you haven't listened to the complete lecture. That's an issue. And how you want to reach out to me?
Yes, even after this.
Yeah, I have provided my email address. I have already shared my email address and my LinkedIn profile. So might be Dr. Lambert can share with all of you. I don't know whether it is under the policies or terms. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I've already shared my email ID and LinkedIn profile, so you can just message me there. I can reply to you.
Okay.
Oh, did you
but
share
I can just give you on my chat if you want to note it. I don't know whether it's allowed or not.
Yes.
Okay, should I just type it here? So you
Uh-huh.
can have my LinkedIn profile.
Yes, and then the students can contact you with any questions.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be working on assignments for this course. And so if they have questions, they can ask you.
Okay, yeah. So I will just share it on the chat. So it will be available to all of you. Just a minute.
And then I'm going to put a presentation about how to earn more credits in one of these live classes.
Okay. Any more questions? Yeah, there are many.
I don't see your email
Yeah,
yet.
there are raised hands. Yeah, there is no email.
Did you send it to everyone or just a certain person?
You too. Okay, I have sent you someone as a person. Yeah, just a minute. Not direct a message. I don't know. Everyone in meeting. Sorry. Okay. I think now it's to everyone.
There it is.
Yeah.
Have your email and your LinkedIn.
Yeah, my LinkedIn profile and my Gmail ID.
Perfect.
There are more hands raised. So how to unmute them? I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, when you hover over them, you see the ask to unmute. You can just click on that ask to unmute.
Okay, ask to unmute.
And then they see a little screenshot to say, click here to unmute your microphone.
Yeah, there's can you take the charge, because I'm not able to have that option with me.
Well, Akade James, are you able to talk? We can't hear you. Akade James, are you talking?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you can ask the question.
Hello. Good afternoon, Doc.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you too.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I want to thank the presenter for the wonderful presentation. Unfortunately, I joined the lecture very late, but then all the presentations that we have been enjoying, I in person usually find it difficult to access the materials that usually come after the presentations. I don't know how I'm going to do that. May you help me do it? Hello, Doc.
So yeah. I think you will share, Dr. Lambert, you will share the presentation with them
on how to get more credits.
No,
Yeah,
he's asking for the material. Which material you asking for?
For the course, for this live class?
Yeah, I
yes.
Yeah, when you in about a day or two, maybe next week, when you go into the AIU live classroom link in your quick menu, when you open that up, you're going to see the past live classes on the right. You click on this live class, and when it opens up, you'll see a link to actually download the presentation. You'll see another. Yes, you'll actually see the link to download this PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Doc.
And then I'll be putting up here into chat in a few minutes a PowerPoint presentation that shows you how to work with these live classes, and then how to get more credits.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
So I'm preparing that now. Okay, back to the next question. Temedayo Falade. Go ahead and unmute your microphone, Temedayo.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon from Nigeria. Can I put on my camera?
Sure. Can you do that?
All right.
There you go. Excellent.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
We are good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been so nice being part of this class. And I
Thank
must
you.
say that it's especially for me, especially the area of supervised learning. You know, for those of us that cannot come to the campus over there, I'm running an MSc in psychology with you. And somehow, you know, the tutor you assigned to me, I've been undergoing supervised learning and I'm enjoying it. That's the truth. So I want to commend you for what you are doing. And I want to appreciate the way you do your follow-up. Most of the time, even when it is not convenient, you have a way of crafting us into attending classes. I appreciate you. I hope that one day I'll be around to see you physically at the campus. That's just what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Temidayo Falade.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Well, I guess so you really don't have a question or
At all.
Perfect. Then let us know if you need any help with anything else. Let's move on to the next questioner. Albert Ishingoma.
Thank you, Dr. Lambert. May I just say hello, because we're in different, time zones. For some, it is good morning. Some, it is good afternoon. Here, for me, it is good evening. So I'll just go, first of all, to thank Madam Priyanka for such a tremendous presentation. And my question actually is on forced learning, because with supervised learning, I can imagine there's a need to have a face-to-face. I mean, like the teacher and the learner must be there physically.
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe like this, for example, in a way of communicating like this. Now, what about forced learning? Is it necessary for the teacher to be there, or just like, or maybe a system can be just created whereby someone has to follow instructions and that's it? I mean, is it necessary for the teacher to be there?
There is no teacher in reinforcement learning. There is it's like a life. In life, what a situation comes, it's like we are living a life. You can understand that we are the agent. We are taking a decision for our life situation. Depending upon our decision, we will be given a reward or punishment. If our decision is correct, we are successful. If our decision is wrong, we are unsuccessful. It's like a life situation. So reinforcement learning is completely based on it. It is not about anyone is supervising you there. There is no one to give you a supervision. You have to learn it by yourself. You have to perform the action. If you are getting reward, you can understand that it is the good deed that you have done. And if you are getting punishment, you have to understand that it is wrong. So you will be back in your life from where you have started. It's same thing happening in reinforcement learning. So there is no teacher.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to the next question from Anjola Ademola. Can you activate your microphone? Let's try that again.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Okay, so I have a question to ask. Hello, sorry, the mic muted me again.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So I'd like to ask, okay, so why does should neural network work for a business in terms of artificial intelligence?
I can't hear you properly.
I think I heard how does the
can neural network work for artificial intelligence?
I understood only neural networks, but what you want to ask about it?
I think I heard, can the neural networks be used for artificial intelligence? in some way?
See, neural network is a part of artificial intelligence. Neural network is one algorithm of machine learning. Okay, so artificial intelligence is a super domain. Inside artificial intelligence, we have machine learning. Inside machine learning, we have deep learning, and deep learning is completely based on neural networks. It is a like fundamentals of deep learning is based on neural network. So like they are together, they are linked. Any more questions?
Let's go to Ebebe, Precious Kara. Can you unmute? Oh, lost the connection. Disappeared. I don't see. Okay, let's go with Richard Abengo.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm from Congo. We usually speak French. I'm going to do my best to speak English. And I'm very interested in deep learning from mathematics. And that tool, how can we find it? Because you present us a lot of tools that we can use to learn from computer science. And is it, can you have access to that now, or it's not ever now? It's my question.
In case of data you're asking, there are many open source data sets available. Like you can have access to the one site that is Kaggle. There are a lot of competitions of machine learning and deep learning available there. So you can get the freely available data for all the tasks, mostly all the tasks. Okay, so if you want to go for stock price prediction, there will be a lot of data available there. You can take any random data and you can perform the experiments. Okay, so for deep learning as well as for machine learning, in both cases, the data is freely available. You can go and access them. There is also UCI machine learning repository. It's again a very big database where you can access the machine learning data sets for machine learning tasks for classification and regression. Okay, and what about the tools? See, some of the tools are freely available, like Python. You can download Python. You can work like if you will type there Python in the Google, you can get the recent version. You can download it. For R also, there will be a recent version available. You can download it. It's freely available. Java is also available, so you can download those directly. And the tools which I talked about, Orange tool, Weka tool, these are freely available. While SPSS is a Microsoft, you have to take the paid version. So why you are, as a student, if you are learning, why you are taking the paid version? Just you can opt for other versions which are open source like Orange and Weka. So just try to learn there, do the analysis there. If you feel you are good at it, and if you want to explore Power BI, and if you want to explore SPSS, which are not freely available, so you can then buy it. So it depends like which tool you are going to use. So just I had given you the keywords. Just type the keyword on Google and search it. You will get the information about that tool.
Okay, thank you very much. I have another question. Yeah, another question is to, what can I say?
Yes, continue.
Okay, let's pass. Can you, because I'm not sure to understand all you develop when you was speaking. Can you send us the detail by PDF than our mail so that I can understand all you explain during this video conference?
Actually, this video will be available to you for a lifetime, I think. I don't know, like it will be uploaded on YouTube or something. So just you can go through it and just you can listen it again.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next question.
Next question will be with Lumbayi Ilunga. Hello, hello. How are you
Hello,
today?
Doc. How are you?
Doing good.
Yes, that's great. I'm also doing well.
Good to see you.
Me too. So it was a lovely presentation. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
My problem, okay, my question though, it's like when I'm writing my assignment, Doc, it's also it's relying on the program, yeah, like Microsoft. So I used to use a Microsoft Word. And then now, so I had a problem, it was deleting itself. So I changed to WPS Microsoft. So since I have that, it's fine. It doesn't delete itself. Everything it's okay. But I have a problem with that when I'm writing, like I want to write bibliography. That is my challenge. So I've been checking everywhere. I didn't get way by to get through. I even asked ChatGPT. They said they don't have really the way by to find that thing. So I don't know if you have knowledge so that I can get access to that.
Priyanka, can you answer that question?
Yeah, can you pardon the question? I didn't understood what you said.
Okay, my question is that before I used to use Microsoft Word. Okay, that is Word.
Yeah.
So now I'm using WPS, it's Office, WPS Office.
WPS Office, okay.
Yes. So now in Microsoft Word, it's fine. You can go through for your bibliography. I want to write my bibliography when I'm doing my assignments or exam or something, sort of things.
Okay.
So that is fine. So the problem that I get out from Microsoft Word is that deleting stuff, you know, when you're writing assignments and stuff like this, you can see that it's gone. You don't see anything. So I shoot to WPS Office. That is fine. It's keeping everything. But the problem is to write a biography. That is my problem. Which corner am I going to go and get that?
Actually, I have never used WPS, so I don't know. I generally use Word and LaTeX for writing assignments and documents. So actually, that's why also I was like, are you asking the question to Dr. Lambert? I thought.
No, to you.
Yeah, that's why I told you pardon the question so that I can understand.
You are the expert, man.
No, actually, I haven't used WPS. I use Word and LaTeX for writing documents. So I'm not aware about it. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if Dr. Lampard has something to say about that.
No, I don't know about that either.
Okay, Doc, if
I know that
write
sometimes
it down,
if you delete something from a document, it's gone.
No,
unless you go back and do Control Z, and then it just brings it back. You know, it's like you undo what you did.
Actually, in case of Word, we can retrieve it because the copy is being saved. Like if you close the copy is saved, so we can retrieve the data.
You know, I did so many assignments, but it was deleted. So it was so bad. That's why I don't want to go even back to Word. But
sometimes you can see past versions of a document.
Yeah, past versions are there, so you can just open it.
I tried all those kind of. I even went to the experts, you know, those computer expert stuff to bring back my assignments, but it was never come back. They said to me like that. So I couldn't. So I'm gonna ask Dr. Lampert now, if I wrote it instead of going to to do it classically as the assignment need to be done. So what if I just wrote it down like just to write it down like example bibliography for me, Dr. Lampert, to write it just like you type it with your hands, like, is it okay?
And so if you just write it out by hand?
Write it by, yeah, you just write it instead of going to.
Instead of doing it on a computer?
Yes, just like,
yeah. Then you can write it out by hand on paper and then take pictures of your pages.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
And then send the pictures. And if you can get all the pictures into one file, like many pages in one file, because you can only upload 5 files to an assignment.
Yes.
But if you have like 10 files of pictures, because you have 10 pages in your essay, it's not going to work. So you have to get it all into one file.
To one file, yes, I'll do that. Thank you so much, Doc.
It is tricky. Thank you so much for your question, Ubai.
You're welcome.
Let's go to Samila. Go ahead.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for your presentation. I like it. I learned more about the artificial intelligence. I'm from Portugal. I'm not speaking English very well, but I'm
That's
trying.
Fine, we can understand.
Yeah. Yes. My question is, I would like to know what is the margin of the error when you use the artificial intelligence in a company or organization? What is the consequences of the bad use of the artificial intelligence? What is the margins of errors? I don't know how can I explain more, but my question is about
I understood. You asking about what is the error rate in case of real-time applications for artificial intelligence?
Yes, because if I have in a company, I would like to know more about this, because I have the datas. I would like to conserve the datas of my company. So it's my question.
Yeah, see, actually, most of the times, accuracy of the, actually, artificial neural networks is completely based on some mathematics. Okay, so I haven't told you anything right now about how the artificial neural works. Just a brief introduction I had given. So if you want a lecture on it, I can deliver a special lecture on artificial neural networks, their working and the algorithm and the things, so that it will be clear. Giving you the error rate, actually, see, when the artificial intelligence is being implemented in the real time, the error rate is very low. Then only the artificial neural network model is being implemented in the companies, else it is rejected. So that error rate depends upon various factors. It depends upon the data that you are using, how good the data is. Second thing, how good you have created your neural networks, because neural networks, a developer is creating it. A developer knows that these many things, like in case of neural networks, we call it as a black box. Black box means you can't understand what is going on inside it. Just you have to try and error, optimize the parameters into it and get the better accuracy. That's what you can do. Okay, so it is not I can't tell you right now how this error rate is defined. I have to explain you the complete neural network, which will take 1.5 hours. So I can't explain you right now the mathematical terms, but actually for the answer to you is that the error rate is very low, then only we are deploying it in the companies, else it is not deployed.
Yes, because it's in this we have a lot of intelligence, artificial intelligence, and I would like to write from my project on my final course. I would like to focus in this area. So it's very difficult for me because is a good problematic because the errors is the principal things that the people thinks, or the people of one company thinks. Is the first things that the programs we have to pay attention for these things, because see, if I have n errors for affect all the company or all the organization. So I would like to know how can I solution if I implement an intelligence artificial, like maybe later of the QR code. Do you mean what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, actually, I didn't understood what you're trying to say.
Yes, I'm talking about the QR code. It's in artificial intelligence, QR code. I don't know.
QR code.
Yes.
Can you type it in the chat? I didn't understood what you're trying to say. Just type it in.
QR code. Yes.
QR code. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. QR code in artificial intelligence, there is no QR code is different. Like, you want to create a QR codes using artificial intelligence?
Is like these things, like the same. When someone go to put when you development your passport, you go to the put an intelligence artificial when you put your
biometric.
Yes, I'm talking about this. Is very dangerous.
There is no artificial intelligence. There is nothing like neural networks. No.
Okay.
That's not artificial intelligence.
Okay.
That's very simple system.
What is it?
It is very simple system. It's not artificial intelligence.
Okay. It's like a software, or
it's not. It's a software, but it's something different. Like, it's not. I don't. Neural networks is not used there. Artificial intelligence is not used there.
Okay. I understood. Okay, that is my question.
Yeah. So no, it is not used there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good, complicated question. And do you think you could come back and talk about that topic at a later time?
Which
Priyanka?
one? Which one?
About how to use those QR codes and.
Just I need to search about it. Actually, it's a bit. Yes, I can. Just give me the exact title so that I can develop the content for it.
So Samila, if you could write down into chat the title of a future live class, and then Priyanka Israni.
Yeah, you can suggest me if you like, based on my presentation or whatever is there in your mind. You can suggest me the topic for the live class, so we can arrange it later then.
Ooh, there was early on someone recommended a certain class. Go back and see if I can find it.
In the chat?
Yes, but this was like at the beginning. I'll see if I can find it. We'll go to the next question while I look for it. Ademola.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good day to you. Let me just jump right into it. So you mentioned earlier why responding to one of the questions that the quality of your analysis largely depends on how good the data is, right? I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, my question is for an organization that's been around for decades, that never bothered at the onset about data analytics and all of that. So there is the level of structured and clean data is not good. It's not, would I say, to a comfortable level where you can depend and extract good analysis from. What do you suggest such an organization to do when if they want to commence the journey in data analysis? So that's my first question. The second question would be, you want to answer that before I go to the other questions?
Yeah, that's better, because see, you're asking about like if the data is unclean and how the organizations deal with it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see, there are various there are various ways. Like that's the job of data scientists. Data scientists are working on this only, to cleaning the data, processing the data, and giving the fresh data to the machine learning engineers so that they can predict the future insights, or they can take the beautiful insights from the data. So the basic job of data scientist is to give you the pre-processed clean data. So there are various techniques for it, like finding the outliers, handling the missing values, then converting the, there is encoding techniques for that. Min-max normalization techniques are there. So each and every technique is designed for some specific reason. So like if you find your data is scattered, do this. If you want this, so data analysis is complete a big subject. So I had given you few things, like it's very, we follow, when we develop a machine learning model, we follow these steps. We take care whether the data is cleaned or not. So while doing that, we have to, we are checking whether there are outliers. Outliers means some data points which are incorrect. They are there, but which are incorrect. So we remove it, some remove it, or some process it so that it can comes under the data frame. Then dealing with missing values, there is sometimes missing values. So some we replace it with some random value or some average value, or doing it. Like sometimes we performed encoding to deal with outliers. There are various types of encoding processes. Sometimes we only select few data, that is known as selecting the instances. Sometimes we only select some features. So that's a lot more about pre-processing the data. So that's very big thing. So companies deal it very well and make it clean, and then process it and then produce the models. I think it's clear now.
Okay, so my second question would be, okay, so you listed a number of tools that can be used for data analysis, right? And what kind of inferences can you draw? Are those tools strong enough to be able to give you workable inferences in terms of that's moving or delving into the realm of analytics now? Are they strong on their own to be able to give you useful inferences? And an extension to that question would be, what are the various kinds of types of analytics that we have, and what examples or the different shades in their differences can you share with me? Thank you.
Actually, you see, like you asking what are the different data analysis techniques are available, right? Am I correct? What I understood?
No. Okay, so for instance, you mentioned
Yeah, I, 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 I,
mentioned
Yes.
It looks like the connection was lost.
Okay.
He disappeared. I don't see him. I want to go to a quick question from Rosa Marie Bargain. Maybe next time you can provide information on the iCloud practicality. How can you use and service the data storage with the iCloud? Would that be a good topic?
Cloud. Actually, see, for the students, like it is a bit complicated for them to understand iCloud. We can do. I can just go with the basics for a 1 hour. That
Yeah,
would be good.
is there a way that anybody could just learn how to use the iCloud more efficiently?
Practically, actually, see, it's like a software as a service. You have to pay and you have to use it. So it's on the paid basis. There are freely available, but when they provide it free, they provide very limited resources. So if you want to work on the high level, you have to buy those resources. So that's like a software as a service. You are buying those resources on rent, you are using it and then releasing it.
Okay, we'll go to the next question, Godwin Williams. I think your microphone is activated, but I don't see or hear you. Godwin Williams, are you there? I don't see him or hear him. Okay, let's go to Adimola, who's back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. My laptop died, so I had to change to my mobile device. Right. So I was asking that you mentioned a number of tools earlier that can be used for data analysis. Arrow language, I can't remember, Arrow something, Microsoft Power BI. So now my question is, what kind of inferences can each of these two give to you? Because the idea is, or insights, let me use the word insights, all right? Now, are those tools in themselves configured to give you the results, what these insights are, or it still depends on your own interpretation of whatever output those tools give to you, or will they give? I've not used one before, so that's why I'm asking this question. All right.
Understood. See, data analytics tool, what they give you. Suppose I'm taking one example of e-commerce company. Suppose, okay. So the e-commerce company is providing a service. Okay. So they are providing you the service to buy the clothes. Okay. So, and also they are providing the service for buying shoes, clothes, as well as watches, as well as food products. Okay, so how they use this data? What they do, they take the previous data and they find out the customers. Okay, so they find out the customers who are buying clothes as well as food products. Okay, so according to the past data, whenever that same customer comes who buys the cloth, so they will show them the pictures of food products as well in the discounted price, because they sorry, not in the discounted price. They will because always that customer is buying clothes as well as food products. So this time, along with the clothes, they should also buy shoes. So they will provide them shoes in the discounted price. They will not provide the food products to the discounted price. So in this way, they use the marketing strategies, they develop the marketing strategies, they develop the strategies to get maximum profit for the company. In this manner, they use the data. This is one example of e-commerce site which came into my mind right now. There are many such examples, like in case of recommendation systems. Okay, if you are interested in watching one YouTube video, okay, they will show you the related YouTube video for that. Okay, so like this is like they're using the data and providing the insights and using it for the business strategies, using it for actually they all are using it for enhancing the business.
Brilliant. Okay. So
Yeah.
the last question, my bad. I think you nailed the question correctly. So the last question would be just a little research I did talking about this analytics. It talked about descriptive analytics. At some point, I was seeing like 3 different kinds of analytics. Then sometimes I saw in later data I was saying 4. Now I'm saying 5. The Google AI video you shared with us, is it right to say the function of the AI there is is likely to happen, or the risk of this person? I can't remember the exact goal, but by checking the retina of someone, it's able to predict what is likely to happen. So that would perhaps what I might term a predictive kind of analytics. And some also tell you that there is prescriptive kind of analytics. So I don't know, what are your thoughts around these varying shades of analytics?
Actually, see, from the video, we can understand that it's like prediction. Like we are predicting it early symptoms of heart disease, even early readmission to the hospital. Okay, so from retina scans. So that's the thing. Like it's like a predictive model. It's always AI is used for predictions. Okay, so they are used for prediction, stock pricing, then classification into categories, then finding some, like in case of images, finding some particular location. Okay, so those things, for that AI is being used. Any more questions?
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks like the last question, but I do see a comment here from Samila. So she was saying, my suggestion for the next topic is, what are the categories of a biometric software? And what are the various artificial intelligence currently being used? So maybe that's a good topic for next time.
See, biometric software is something different, and techniques of artificial intelligence is something different. So we can have 2 different topics there because they're not related with each other.
Right.
So we can have next topic based on this, on either biometric software or like based on my presentation, if they want to go with artificial intelligence and machine learning in detail, or hands-on something, tools for software tools. So we can have that session, I think.
Okay.
Because right now they are not very clear like what machine learning is. It's like just I have given them theoretical part. If we will go with one practical section, so they will be able to understand like how machine learning, artificial intelligence is performing in real world.
Now, Priyanka Israni, we have another question, but do you want to continue, or say the time's up, and then come back for next class?
It's the last question, I think. Okay.
Okay, last question. This is the last question from Gertrude.
Thank you, Dr. Lamberti, and may I extend my gratitude to the presenter. Thank you for this wonderful. Yeah, thank you for this wonderful presentation. But one question that has been left hanging from your presentation is you mentioned the tools that we're supposed to use to analyze data.
Yeah.
For instance, you mentioned Orange tool, Worker, SPSS, Starter, Microsoft, and the Power BI. Now, of these tools, what type of data are we supposed to use? Which type of tool is supposed to be used to analyze maybe the nice among the data types that you mentioned, we have that data where we just use the words and the other things. and also numbers and the other things. So for instance, Orange 2 and Weka, what type of data are we supposed to use for these particular tools?
The data can be in any form. It can be an image, it can be a text, it can be a table format, like as I told you, Excel sheet. So any three structured as well as unstructured, you can use both types of data. In case of Orange, you can use both. In case of SPSS, you can only use text data, like a text file either or CSV file. I think it doesn't support images. So every software has different specifications.
Okay, how about Weka?
Weka supports, I don't know, like, I don't think so. Weka supports images. It supports text and it supports the CSV files.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, I think with that, we've come to the end of the questions and the presentation. So, Priyanka Israni, thank you so much for bringing these issues, bringing this information to the students, because I think you're going to be back. Come back with other interesting topics to go through.
Sure. Even I will ask the presenters to message on the chat if they are interested in any one of the topics, or like whatever from the presentation they want to explore more, so they can suggest the topic, so we can decide it later then.
Yeah, I would think maybe choose an example of how to use something, and then walk them through it step by step to see how it works. How to
That only I was that I was thinking of practical exposure to some software like Orange or Weka will be good for them. So to understand how artificial intelligence, artificial neural works.
Right. Because if it's a lot of theory, sometimes it's like
it's a bit bored.
Yeah. Bring it down to say, let me show you an example of how to use this.
Yeah, that will be good. Because this was an introductory session, so I thought it will be a bit theoretical.
I'm seeing some of the students are saying they love the presentation, but now it's, I think they're
thank you.
They're like, how do I use this? How do I apply this? Because this is very valuable information.
Yeah, actually, see, I have provided them lots of information. Just they can choose the keywords and search on internet, whichever topic they find interesting. They can just email me, or they can email to you. That will be better. So we can collaborate and do the other session on that.
Perfect. Well, you are free to go. Class is over. I will stay here and answer any questions from students about academic courses and things, but I will stay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye
Thank
everyone.
you so much.
It was a good support from all of you.
Everybody, you can unmute your microphones to say thank you and bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful lecture.
Thank you for the teaching.
God bless you.
Goodbye.
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 Bye.
Bye. Great.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, now we go back to if you have any questions about classes, live classes, I do want to say that I put up into chat about 10 or so messages ago a presentation about live classes, and it'll show you, where to get your certificate, the emails that you receive, how to earn more credits, how to go through that process. So look through there, and if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, I think, Gertrude, do you still have a question? Or did you just want to ask a question about the computers?
No, Doc. Actually, my hand remained just like that. Sorry, I was supposed to bring it down.
Okay, thank you.
Since I'm on the floor, maybe I can take this opportunity. Doc, it concerns the certificates that you've already talked about. For this week, I've just received one certificate. I don't know what is happening to the other certificate.
Let me check something. I'm going to check the emails on this. So when you register for the course, you automatically receive an email to join the meeting, correct?
Yes, Doc.
And then after the meeting is over, are you receiving the other email?
Yes,
about how to download the certificate?
That's what has been happening. But for this week, there's only one certificate that I've accessed, which is on disaster management. The others have not been sent. I don't know why.
I am checking on this right now to see if there is an issue with that. Yeah, I'm getting see, because I also have to register for these classes. So I also receive those emails. So I'm checking to see if that, like a class that we were in yesterday, if I received, did anybody from the class yesterday, did you receive the email that to download the certificate? Can anybody feel free to answer the question in chat or raise your hand? So who received, who was here yesterday and actually received an email to download the certificate? Let me see if I can see your hands. Nope. Yeah, because I'm looking right now to see if I received that email. And at this point in time, I am not seeing that email. Let me check again. No, I don't see that email. Okay, I will check on this. I will check to see why the certificate, that certificate email is not being sent.
All right, Doc, I'll greatly appreciate. Thank you.
And so for which class? It was just yesterday's class?
I'm saying for the rest of this week, apart from one which was sent on the disaster and the risk management.
So you have that one?
Yes, that one was sent, but
Okay.
the others, I received the letter, but when I wanted to download, I saw something again that was written there, not the certificate as it is supposed to be.
Yeah, there was one yesterday for sociolinguistics. There was another one on Wednesday for the macro development after COVID. And then disaster management was on Tuesday, and on Monday was problem solving strategies. So if you did not receive emails after the class, then we want to know. We want to know that you are receiving those emails correctly. I've received previous emails, but we're asked to add our signatures, which I can't insert. Well, I think if you want credit for this, you have to put in your initials. So you don't have to put in your signature. You just put in your initials, from what I understand. You'll see that in that presentation. Here, let me see that presentation. Let me bring that up so we can go through it. Okay. Let me get back to where you are now. I'm going to share my screen so we can look at this. Okay, so here we are. I think everybody can see this. Oh, hold on. How did this happen? There we go. Okay, let me start the presentation. There we go. Okay, so go through this. You see the link. Where's the link to join a live class? How do you join a live class? How do you receive course credit? So you should be receiving this email that has the title View Download Certificate. Download your certificate of participation, AIU live class. You should all be receiving that particular email. And if you're not, we need to know, because in that email at the very bottom, you'll see a link for View Download Certificate. And that's where you're going to be able to download your certificate and also continue on with the class to earn more credits.
Okay.
So it should look like this. If you're not receiving that email, let us know. And then, because in here, once you want to download your certificate, when you click on yes, all of a sudden you're going to see a box open up where you put in your initials.
Okay.
And when you click on that box for yes, you put in your initials and just type in your initials. You know, the 3 letters or 4 letters or 2 letters of your name, and then push submit. So you don't have to actually write in your signature. Just type in the first letters of your name, push submit, and then you'll actually go to another page where you can, down at the bottom, you can download your certificate or earn more academic credits. So I put this presentation in chat. So this should help you. This presentation should walk you through the process of getting your certificate and then getting more credits. So let me see if you did not receive that in chat. Okay, I see that. I would like to ask, am I able to take a class? I received previous emails, but we're asked to add our signatures. Okay, yeah, we just add your initials. Just type in your initials. And okay, I think with that presentation, that'll help you, that'll walk you through the process of how to do these live classes. Chinyere Lois, do you have a question?
Yes, good evening, Dr. Lambert from Nigeria. The last time we talked, you promised to go through my submitted diploma certificates to know if I still need to add more courses for my studies or have to reduce some, and you didn't get back to me.
Did you send me an email on that?
No, you said that you were going to go through it and respond to me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can do that right now.
Okay.
So you want to look at the courses that you have.
Mm-hmm. If my credits are going to be reduced or I have to remain on that same credit.
Was this about the transfer credits?
Yes, about transfer credit. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the transfer credits. You've been given the transfer credits for your program.
So how many credits am I looking at now?
Let's see, because of your work experience and your previous academic experience and the knowledge you've gained through those years, you have 80 transfer credits.
Okay, so.
And just so everybody knows, in the bachelor's program, you can get transfer credits. But in the master's and doctorate program, no, because it's different. The nature of the master's and doctorate program, they're different. Because the bachelor's program is formative. And it's a formative program where you're forming the knowledge and the concepts, and you can get a lot of your work experience credited for that, for the bachelor's program. But when you get into the master's and doctorate, those are areas where you have to actually prove your knowledge through reports, through certificates of courses that you've taken at that level. So you have to actually explain your knowledge and show the work experience. So there's reports that you have to fill out to get those transfer credits. But in the bachelor's program, we can look at years of experience in a certain job and actually transfer credits for that.
Hello, doctor.
Hello?
Yeah, are you done with me?
Do you have another question?
No, I just wanted to know, you said I already have 80 transfer credits. So how many more do I have left to complete mine?
So now you have 87 credits in all. To graduate with a bachelor's, you need 120. So you need 33 more credits, which would be 11 courses.
Okay.
So you would need to complete 11 more courses to graduate.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the question. Okay, Joseph Akara. Joseph, can you unmute your microphone? Let me try again. Whoop.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. My name is Joseph from Nigeria.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you. I was trying to make a comment based on the previous section we had. I was trying to say if we can make it a little bit practical, you know, it's going to make a whole lot of sense, and we'll all be part of it. And some people learn in different ways. Some people learn theoretically, while others can learn by practical. So if you can find a way to make it a little bit practical, it will help.
Did you hear at the end of the presentation, I talked with Priyanka and said, we need to get some practical case examples.
You mentioned it. So then that will help a lot. Yeah.
Because when you hear concepts like that, but you don't see how it's applied.
You don't see how it's applied. You're just in imagination. You imagine how maybe you're just guessing. So if you make it practical,
I'm totally with you on that. When it comes to computers, a lot of the students need to see the examples.
That's it. That's my contribution.
Include me in that category.
Yeah, it's awesome. So that's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that. And so she will do that the next time she comes. She will have some case examples.
Yeah.
But I think for a lot of the other presenters, we need to say the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Anjola. Ademola. Let's see if you
Hello. Hello.
Oh,
sir.
yeah. You have a better connection this time. Good.
Okay, so I actually dropped the chart for it. So I was asking, is it possible I able to take a class in the future?
Can you say that again?
Is it possible I'm able to take a class in the future on a certain topic?
Ooh, there's some sound distortion. Can you write me a message in chat?
Okay.
Because I can't. Right as you're talking, there's some sound distortion that I can't hear certain words.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, let's try it again.
I'd like to ask if it's possible I'm able to take a class, a live class.
You want to take a course?
A class.
I think so. You have my email. Email me the question, and then I can get that arranged for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Have a good day, Angela. Let's go to Ike Edwin. Nana.
Yes. Good evening from Nigeria. Ike Edwin is my name.
Good evening to you. Hope everything's fine there.
All right, sir. Yeah, everything is okay. There's this inquiry I was making from you about a week ago concerning professional experience and academic experience. And you were trying to tell me how to maybe package my writings in order to convert some of them to my credits. Yeah, when I actually wanted to carry out or execute your advice, I realized that professional experience is different from academic experience. Like academically, the projects you carried out while in the higher school Why professionally are like the things you do while in your engineering section. I am a professional in engineering anyway, electrical. So please, I want you to throw a little more light on these two aspects: professional experience in the field and the academic experience, maybe like a project carried out during your higher school or something like that. How can somebody use these two, your professional experience and also the academic experience like project carried out? Please, can you help me further?
So you want to get course credits for the experience?
Yes, both of them professionally and academically.
Then let me put up in chat the report that you would fill out for that.
Okay.
Let me get to that. Project report template. So this is the project report template that I'm putting into chat. So if you have a course, like if you want to submit a certificate from a course, you should also submit this report. There's just some questions that you're going to answer about that course. And if you have work experience, a project you did at work, or certain skills that you developed at work, and you want credit for that, fill out this report. And that report allows you to explain when you did it, for how long you did it, what types of work did you do, how you applied it, and other questions. So you can actually name that report what course name you want. So if, for example, if you did financial analysis in your work, well, you can call that report financial analysis. And then that will be the course name given to that report.
Okay.
And just so you know, it also helps once you fill out a report like that, most times you have to add a course. So I'm going to also put into chat right now a guide on how to add a new course. So if you have, if you did a financial analysis in the past work that you did, fill out that report, then add the course for financial analysis, then submit the report into that course.
Okay.
You are begging me for.
And for many, go ahead.
Yes, what are something like maybe in your profession there are series of trainings which are purely different from the job you are doing professionally. You'll be invited for one training or the other that will last for about a week or so, either something like a cybercrime awareness and computer literacy upliftment and all those stuff. Is there anything possible maybe to bring in such a thing?
Perfect. Go ahead and take that report that I put up there and fill out a report on that experience. What did you learn? And tell us what you learned. Show us the value of that knowledge and how you're going to apply it. And so, yeah, you can create a course from that experience and get credit for it.
That's great. I'm happy to hear this. Thank you.
Perfect. And that's information for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, because at work, sometimes they have training sessions or they have you go to a training. You can get credit for those. All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Ike Edwin.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Ali Mola. Ogumiloro.
You tried, doctor.
Thank you.
All right. So my question is the challenge I'm having in assessing the quiz that was set for me after I submitted a course. So I got an email from you directly in my inbox saying, just guiding me to how I can schedule the course on the calendar of assignments and all of that. It's because it's the first, so I'm so confused. I'm not getting it. I went to my academic, in the student section, academic information. I saw curriculum proposal. I saw computers there, but there was no action I could take as per scheduling of the course, and there's nothing in my calendar of assignment. So I'm unable to take the quiz. That's the bottom line of my question.
So which course is it?
Computers, part 1.
Oh, you know, we've been having problems with that particular exam.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I assigned it to you, but you didn't see. But when you tried to bring up the exam, that quiz, it didn't appear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what I'm going to do is put into chat right now a couple of exams on computer science.
Okay.
And in the meantime, these will have to, oh, I think, how many can I put up? Just one. Let me put one up and then put up another one. And these use a book in the AIU library. Let me put up 3. So those are exams that you would download this exam and you'll see a link on the exam to download the book from the AIU library. And then you read that particular chapter in the book to answer these exams. And that's basically for the, oh, where'd you go? You want to unmute, but I don't see you. Where'd you go? Alimola, where did you go? Oh, there you are. I see you.
Okay, sorry, I moved devices, so that's why that happened. Sorry.
Okay.
So, all right. So I can see 3 here, three files.
Yes.
Okay.
And so you'll download the book, and it's a great book on learning about the fundamentals of computers. And so you go through those. Each exam covers a different chapter in the book.
Okay. Okay, so if I, okay, so I'll just download this, I'll go through. Are these 3 different exams, or one is a book? Seeing exam 1, exam 2, exam 4. I just want to be sure.
Right. So it's all from the same book.
Okay.
All of the exams use different books, but they're focusing on different subjects within that book.
And where is the book, please? Is it what the course I've taken already?
No, this will be a separate, because the course you took was online, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So this particular book, let me see if I can put it into chat. Here's the link to the book for that exam. It's a book on computer organization and architecture.
Okay.
And so it's so you understand how a computer is built. They go through the cache, they go through some of the input connections so that you understand how a computer is built, its architecture and how it functions.
Okay.
And so you'll see exams covering different aspects of that.
Okay. Okay, so when I'm done and I do these exams, I upload it in on the portal.
Yes. So you'll have to probably add the course because you don't have the course already chosen. So use that one guide I sent into chat on how to add a new course.
Okay then.
And the title of the course will be at the top of the exam. And that's the title of the course that you add into the system.
Okay then. That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, and I actually think that these exams are probably better than the information presented in the computers course. So I would actually recommend doing these exams because the book gives you more detailed, better information, and it's presented, I think, in a better way.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll take the challenge. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the question. Let's go to Annie Campbell. You can go ahead and unmute your microphone. And then we'll go to Ivy Suswole.
Hi, Dr. Lambert.
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
I'm good. And how are you?
Good. I'm under the heat. Where I am, it's like 42 degrees Celsius. So, yeah. Where I'm living, we're adding to these high temperature records in the world right now.
So I'm from PNG, Papua New Guinea.
Go ahead with your question.
My question is it's about economic and finance. So I have a problem with the register online, so I haven't set it on the live stream.
So you have a problem with registering for a class?
Yeah. Yes, when I register, there's something came up on the I can't log in, so I send a message to my tutor. But she said I think something is wrong with the network.
So you want to
So I
register
didn't
for a
know.
live class?
Yeah.
And
Economy.
was this the one on Wednesday for the macro development after the COVID crisis?
Yes.
Okay, that video is not available yet in the student section. Let me see if that video is available in the AIU YouTube channel. Nope, I don't see it uploaded yet to the YouTube channel. I just see the one from disaster management, which was on Tuesday.
Well,
So yeah, you have to wait until.
I already received the certificate.
And did you get an email to download the certificate?
Yes, I did already, but I
Okay,
didn't
good.
download it.
Yeah, the video is not available yet for watching. It hasn't been uploaded yet.
Oh, okay. So the one that I need, I can still access it through the portal. Library portal, the student library.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to wait another day or two, maybe later today or tomorrow. There'll be a link to that video. Then you can watch it again. And as long as you get that email to download the certificate, you'll also have the option to earn more credits. And then if you're going to do an assignment on that course, that's where you can upload that assignment, that essay that you write in the as you go through those steps to earn more credits. You're going to get to another page that says, if it's like a 2 to 5 page essay, you can get 1 credit. No, it's 2 to 3 page essay. You get 1 credit. But if it's 5 or more pages for the essay, then you go all the way to the end and get 3 credits for that course.
Thank you.
So
I think that's my question.
yeah, it's so as you get more credits, you just keep clicking on more credits and it'll ask you to do more work. Do you do more work? And you submit that. If you want to add even more work, then you earn more, you click on earn more credits. You go to a next page where it says, okay, if you've done an essay up to 5 to 8 pages, submit it, upload it, click submit, and then you'll get 3 credits for a live course. Another option, if that seems complicated, is just add the course, like I did with that guide. When I put that guide into chat, just add the course to your curriculum, and then just upload the assignment directly, and then you'll get more credits. Some students find that an easier way, just instead of trying to figure out how to go through those web pages to add more credits, Just add the course and then upload your assignment. It's easier.
Thank you, Doctor.
And that's so that when you just come and participate in a live class, you only get 0.25 credits, which are very small. So that's to motivate you to actually do another assignment to get more credits. So yeah, if anybody's not receiving the email after a course to download your certificate for this live class, let us know, please.
Sure.
I'll be checking on that to find out if those emails went out this week.
Yes, please.
All right. Do you have another question, Annie Campbell?
I think that's the question. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much. Ivy Suswole. There you are. Let me unmute your microphone. There you go.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, I sent you an email today. I don't know if you have received any email from me.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah.
I think I've already answered it.
Yeah.
Those were assignments that you sent, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been uploaded for grading.
Okay.
Is that your only question?
No, I wanted you to go through for me to know what I'm supposed to do.
For an essay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put the template to write an essay, and I want everybody here to commit that you're going to write an assignment using this essay within the next week. Use this essay template that I'm putting right now into chat, and then go through it and create an assignment, and then upload the assignment, submit it. So I want everybody to commit, stay active with your courses. And an assignment, different students work at a different speed. Some students can write an essay within a couple days. Some students need a couple of weeks. It depends on your free time. It depends on how deeply you want to research things and think about them, and how you write. But ultimately, an essay is the same. You're writing, when you use this template, you're going to have a cover page already set up for you. Then you put an introduction where you're introducing what you're going to be talking about. Then you go to the body of the essay and you just write your analysis, what you found, what you're thinking about, what your analysis is, and then you end up with your conclusions. And then in that essay template at the end, you'll see some tutorials on how to do the bibliography. Super easy to do bibliography in the Word program. And the tutorials there show you exactly how to do that. Bibliography is really easy when you do it through Word, because you're just filling in blanks, title, author, dates, and then you just enter it into this, you enter your bibliography into your Word document. And then when you have all of your big bibliography set, you just push a button to create your bibliography automatically. And it comes out alphabetical. It comes out in perfect order. Everything's perfect. Okay, thank you so much for that question. Ivy, do you have another question?
No, thank you.
All right, you're on your way. Lumbai, Ilunga, you have a question?
Yes, no, yes, I have. I have. Where am I again? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Doc. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I love what you said. When the lady Evie asked you, and then we said bibliography is good. Word, when we do meet on Word, fine. But on my own side, that is fine. But remember, I asked you about the law of healthcare administration, and then you helped me. You sent me even the link to go through the book and stuff. but then it doesn't want me to download it, like the book itself. When I go through, I tried this, but it's already 2 weeks ago. I tried, but nothing. That's why I came back to you if you have anything that you can add into that.
I'm gonna put my email up here. This is an issue. I think it's better that you email me. Send me the links and the titles and the books that you need. Many times it's easier in an email to give me all the information, and then it's easier for me to actually respond with the correct links if I need to include the book, because I need time sometimes to find the book. And then if the book is really large, I have to send it through you through WeTransfer.com. And then you'll receive the book. There's a link on that email from WeTransfer.com to click on that link and download the book. So sometimes if you just email me more specific questions about things that you need, then I need more time to actually prepare that information and send it to you.
That should be fine, yeah. Because we did it already with you, but then it was a little bit vague. That's why you are not specific. That's like I love that. Then I will send you again an email. Then
yes,
see for that. Thank you so very much, Doc.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Ivy Suswole, do you still have a question? No. Okay. I guess that's it. I don't see any other questions. Yeah, I do want to put up one more time that PowerPoint presentation about these live classes. I'm going to put it once again into chat. Make sure you have this. It's uploading right now. Okay, it should be in chat. You can just click on that and download it. Want to make sure you have that because it explains how to go through a process of one of these live classes to join, register, and then start earning your credits for those courses. Okay, we'll go to Zachariah. Hello, you have a question?
Thank you, Dr. Lambert. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Everyone in Africa or the Southern Hemisphere.
Hopefully
and
you're
good
staying
morning
cool.
for those who are in the Northern Hemisphere.
How many
our weather
here?
here in Somalia is very good. 25, 26 Celsius.
Oh.
We're enjoying very. I have two questions. One is
Isn't
out of the.
Isn't it normally hotter there?
Well, we're in the tropics. When it's summer, it's hot. Something like 30, 32, 33, 35. But
okay.
Other seasons is a very, very normal weather. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's not raining. Now this is the raining time.
Oh, nice.
Now, my question is, if you remember a couple of days ago, or 1 week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember really. I have changed my program from Doctor of Business Administration to Doctor of Food Security with Environmental Management. I have not yet received any assignment from my tutor, Mr. Obola.
Oh.
Tommy Obola. Actually, what I have received is something related to business administration. Is it possible for me to select my own assignment from, say, from the internet, from the books, from anywhere?
I remember that. I remember that day.
Yeah.
I remember that day that we switched you to food security. Let me see if I can find you here again.
Maybe a week or 10 days, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, here you are, food security and environmental management. That day, I went through the artificial intelligence, ChatGPT. I asked for some courses with some descriptions, and I went through and got some information, and I posted it into the chat. but I think you had already left, and I don't think you were there to download it. So you didn't see that?
I don't. No, I haven't seen it. No.
Let me see if I can still find that.
Yeah, you can forward me in my email.
That's one option. Well, how long ago was that? That was last week?
It was last week, yeah.
So it would have been on the 7th.
Yeah, almost a week now, yeah.
I'm looking through my computer to find out. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Apparently I didn't. Apparently I did not. Let me give it one more shot here. Yeah, apparently I did not save it into my computer. So I saw you had left and the course ended and I didn't save it actually. Okay,
yeah.
but if, yeah, also I will go through that and send you those courses. Let me write that down.
Yeah, food security with environmental management, yes. Now, the other question is, are we finished? Can I ask you the other question?
Yes.
Or are you still working on it?
Do you want courses focused on Somalia?
Yeah, Somali food security, yes, I can, yeah.
Okay, I'll find some on that
That's
too.
what I'm intending to.
Okay. So I'll send you
East Africa, sometimes it will be extended to East Africa, like Ethiopia, Kenya, Eritrea, Sudan, things like that. But mainly, I'll be focusing on Somali food security and environmental degradation. Yeah.
What was that last word you said? Environmental what?
Environmental degradation.
Degradation?
Degradation, yeah.
Okay.
Because we have a severe environmental degradation actually. There have been 30 years civil war. No one has cared for the environment, and we have a problem of deforestation.
If you go to, like right now, the climate around the world is going crazy. There's some ocean water near Florida in the United States. The temperature of the water was almost 40 degrees Celsius.
Oh my God.
It's just
temperature from the sun, not heating by some people.
The ocean currents are somehow absorbing a lot of the heat in the atmosphere right now, and the ocean water is heating up. And the climatologists predicted that the oceans would heat up, but they did not predict that something like this would happen. So this year is something way beyond what they've predicted. And that hot water is all right now killing the reefs around Florida.
Florida, Fiona as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 40 degrees Celsius, the water. That's like going into a sauna, a hot bath.
A disaster, really.
Oh. And that's just in one area, but around that area, all of the water is at least above 90, which would be above, I think, 36 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
So the water in that area and some pockets within that have gone up to 40 degrees Celsius. It's really strange.
Bad. It's really bad, yeah. Now, the other question is, which is out of the topic. I am a rector for a university called Green Hope University in Somalia. We have several branches around the country. We have also connections with some African universities in some countries in the Western Africa. Is it possible to share together with AIU some research, such as environmental problems, researches, United Nations goals for 2030.
A good way to do
We're very
that
much
is
interested in those areas. Yes.
a good way to do that is to write an article of say 3,000 words. Where's that 3,000 letters? 3,000 letters, not words. And then you can publish that article in the monthly magazine of AIU. That's called Campus Mundi. And then there you can write an article, give some photos to include in the article. And then we would contact the editor of the Campus Mundi, and the editor would look at the article, the photographs, and then accept it for publication. And then all of the students receive Campus Mundi every month. So that's a good way to publish it. Does that sound like something good for you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good, but also we prefer that if, for example, you have the same program in your university on research on environment, research on the 17 goals of the United Nations, to be attached to those persons with our researchers, and then that will be more dynamic and more useful.
Yes.
I don't know how, but you can look at it. It's not necessary to answer this question now, but you can.
If you have a document, I can upload that document to the AIU library, and then it's available there.
Okay, that's good.
And
good.
It would be available with a name and then for the major. So if the person's major is environmental management, they can look under environmental management and see books on that plus your document.
Okay.
So yeah,
thank you so much.
You have my email. If there's something you want to publish for the students, just put it right there. Send it to my email.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
And I'll be sending you an email later today.
My email?
Yeah, no, I have your email, but I will be sending you an email later today with those courses that you need.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Ivy Suswole?
Yeah, Dr. Lambert.
Hello, hello.
About the article.
Yes.
You know, I've been doing some articles with the course, Biblical Counseling.
Yes.
So I'll be sending you some of them. You go through for me. I normally write some article concerning missionaries, their wives, pastoral work. Yeah, so I'll be emailing them to you. You go through them so that you advise me.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you write, did you see that template that I put up for an essay assignment?
Let me check.
Because I noticed that your assignments don't have a cover page or bibliography. So I want you to learn how to do those.
The assignment.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it up again. It's a template for the assignment.
A template.
Yes, hold on. Assignment template. There. I just put it into chat. You want to download that, and that gives you the template. So you can actually write your essay into that template.
Okay.
On the cover page, put your name, student ID number, the name of the course that you want, and then just go through it, write an introduction. It's a template, so it tells you a little bit about how to write the introduction.
Okay.
And then a place to put the body of your essay, and then a conclusion, and at the end, how to do the bibliography.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that question. I don't see any more questions here. You have my email. You have guides to help you move through these courses and through the live classes. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that looks like it. I think we're done. Everybody have a wonderful weekend and do lots of studying. Balance your life with family, friends, the community, and also your studying, writing your assignments. And remember, it's always good to talk with other people about something you're studying in your course. Because when you talk with other people, you're going to get other ideas, and you're actually going to be able to understand the knowledge better when you talk about it with other people. So keep active, keep engaged with people around you, thinking these things through, these topics. And I guess that's it. We are done. I'm going to let you allow to unmute your microphones so that you can say bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Dr. Nombe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Doctor.
Hello, Anyet Paul. Good to see you.
Yeah. Good to see you too. Nice to see you too.
Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, I've been around.
Good.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, everybody. You have my email. Stay in touch. Have a great weekend.
Sir.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.